Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another session of Archeo Gaming Live featuring Sassa's gamers Kate Minetti and Alexander Vanderwalle. Really quick, let's go over what is SASA. SASA stands for Save Ancient Studies Alliance. It's our mission to reverse the current downward trend in the study of the ancient world by engaging the public and bringing together students and scholars to share their passion for the study of the ancient world in order to inspire a vast new generation of students. We do this by hosting a lot of different kinds of live events, doing research on the downward trend in ancient studies. We have an open access database where you can search resources in ancient studies and much more. Where can you find SASA? Search for Save Ancient Studies Alliance, and on any of these platforms, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, and now TikTok. SASA's live events protocol. Please be kind and respectful. Listen and ask thoughtful questions throughout the event. Please be patient with technology and those administering it. SASA live events are streamed on Twitch, and recordings will be posted on SASA's YouTube channel shortly after the event. There are spoilers during our Archeo gaming events, but of course, as always, have fun. Don't forget to subscribe to SASA on Twitch. If you enjoy our live events, such as Archeo gaming, book clubs, and reading groups, please consider becoming a supporter with a recurring donation. You can do this for as little as $3 a month, and you can help save ancient studies. Thank you for joining us.
All right. Are we
Okay. Yeah, I think we are. I see things moving on my screen. I see my mouth moving on people's screen. Briana, are we audible? Or chat, are we audible?
What?
Can we be heard on Twitch? Is the question. Because I have another screen here, but it doesn't have audio. For obvious reasons. One sec. Let's see. Yes, we are. Okay, I checked. We made it. So welcome back, everyone. We are back with Pharaoh, Total War, with a different twist on the Bronze Age this time. So for this campaign, well, first of all, welcome back to Jacob, the man in the shadows, who will be controlling the game again. And, telling us things about Egypt and the Near East and everything else. Welcome back to Dr. Briana Jackson, who is currently enjoying her well-deserved snack of the day. And she comes to us from Egypt. The weather says 2 degrees Celsius in sunny Boston today. Briana, what's the weather like in Cairo?
Hold on, my internet is popping in and out.
We will assume that the weather in Cairo says it's not working.
Balmy.
Okay, that's good. So welcome back. So for this,
it's nice.
Excellent. Yeah. You know what's not nice? Burning everything down and collapsing the Bronze Age, which is exactly what we were doing. Jacob, why don't you explain?
Why is Conan the Barbarian there?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jacob, tell us everything about this new update and what we concocted for this new campaign.
Yes. So, they have Creative Assembly. First of all, they lowered the price of the game, which is very good, I think. It was a little overpriced, but they also put out 2 new leaders for free. Trying to capture some, let you play kind of the other side. Because previously, you could play as like all the contenders to the Egyptian throne, or as like the Hittites. Basically, you were trying to keep the kingdoms of the Bronze Age going. They have various visions for what those kingdoms might look like, but all in all, you were like establishing a king or re-establishing a kingdom and keeping it stable in the face of invasion and migration and all that. And with the new update, you can be on the other end of things. So Wawete is with the Peleset. He comes in.
A better life awaits
Levant,
us.
What later became Philistia, where the Peleset came to settle. And you are trying to take what is basically a refugee population of people who've been driven out by the chaos in other parts of the Bronze Age Mediterranean, because the Eastern Mediterranean was not the only part having a bad time around 1200 BCE, and try and find a better home for yourself. Or you can play as Iolaos, who,
Never look
first
back.
of all, for some reason looks like Prince Charming from Shrek.
He is Prince Charming from Shrek.
Oh.
That's him.
Which is just, it's a choice that they made. He's not Wauedes is very understandable. Like, you get why he's doing it. And Iolaos is trying to just destroy everything. He is going to kill as many people as possible, take all of their stuff, and then that's it. That's kind of the end goal, is you just take all of their stuff. And I feel like that's about as far to the opposite end of the spectrum as what we were trying to do with Telzrit as possible. So you get to get a very different vibe of a campaign. Instead of establishing wise rulership over a newly established dynasty of Egypt, why don't we just destroy the Hittite Empire completely for fun?
Yeah, we're just gonna set the world on fire. I would like to point out two things. If you look at the names of the lands in cartouches, which is not exactly how it should be, they are actually correct. That says Hatti. And if you look at the other one, it says Canaan. If you go to, exactly.
Yes,
yeah, it's Canaan and then Kemet.
Yes. Also, another really cool deal, they put in the throw sticks in addition to the foreign land determinative, which is very good.
Yeah. It's like the foreign land of the throw stickers. The other thing is that a white blonde invader coming from west/north burning things through gives me a very sinister Dorian invasion vibe. Can I say that? Can I say that?
Yeah.
Because it was the first thought. Like, I understand that, like, so we will explain who the sea people, who people think the sea people were, but like, it's a choice, right? It is a very specific phenotypical choice with Iolaos, with a very Greek name, not a very Greek-looking man.
Yeah, I do kind of I do wonder a little bit about that one. Because he came out as Prince Charming, I can justify it by the rule of, like, it's kind of funny. But it's not, like, if I were teleported back to the Bronze Age and I were to look upon the captain of the Sheridan, I would not expect him to look like this. He might be wearing that armor. Like, I'd buy that. But, like, I would expect someone, who looks like they come from the Isles of the Central Mediterranean. Like, someone who would not be out of place in Sicily or Sardinia, rather than, like, Stockholm.
He's a little pale, right? He's a little pale, a little too blonde for that. That being said, so we will be burning the world. We will catch the horizon.
Yes, and this is.
But we're gonna get the same Merneptah.
Yeah, do we want to skip this or do we want to watch it again for everyone's benefit of the choices?
It's always a great thing. The women walking stuff. Because that's how we do things in Egypt, right? We I do. The more I look at this, I started a new campaign myself a few weeks ago with Seti, and I've been burning everything down basically, and killing everyone. The more I look at the cinematic intro, the better it gets, because like I see more details on the throne, on the columns. It's really, really, really cool.
No.
Although those columns have a lot of hieroglyphs and not a lot of images.
Yeah.
Like they have, right? A register of big images and then hieroglyphs and then
the throne in the shadow
a little too much, maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to look when they have the columns up again for Merneptah's palace, because I would
strong
expect them to be like mostly art,
the
maybe
protector
like
of
captions on
Egypt,
images,
the chosen
or like
of
little
Ra
prayer type things, but
and
not
beloved
like
of Amun.
Yeah,
The
not all of that.
mighty
Also, I still
Pharaoh.
think that looks like an olive and not a grape, but that's me.
Yeah.
That's me. Oh. This poor man. This other poor man. This is fantastic. Seth being like on the side. Seth is like.
Honestly, I feel really bad for that scribe. Like, papyri are not cheap.
Egypt has
He just,
flourished
like, he just
throughout
burned like
my reign.
$100 bucks.
But
You
now
just
I
messed up. Yeah,
sense
what do you like? How do you
eyes of Set
can you fix that mistake? I've never written on papyrus.
dark
I'm gonna admit it. It never happened to me. Can you fix
are
that mistake
coming.
somehow? Yes, he has a bad eye, chat. And he has a tattoo to make it into the budget eye, which is something of which we have no record, but we know that game developers love a good face tattoo. So it is a choice, TM.
I do know that in like much earlier here, we have some evidence of tattoos, and not so much from the bodies themselves, but like artwork that seems to indicate that like either body painting or tattoo or something. This was like 2,000 years earlier. I cannot speak to 1990.
Yeah, I seem to remember that there are some tattooed mummies much later too.
Yes. Yeah,
like
the Pharaoh
yeah.
mummies. But those are like
What will
period
happen
Hellenistic.
to my kingdom?
Yeah.
After my soul
Briana died in the meantime.
slips
Yes, tattooed and horde
into the
helmets already.
eternal
I mean, yeah,
lands
if this was a bingo,
of the
you know,
afterlife.
we would already have 2. There we go.
Iolaos is half of a greater soul.
Half.
Because he's
What's the other half?
obsessed with the god Isul. This is something I want to read up on for a future stream, like the gods they've brought in to be the.
Yes, so actually we can look at the
Hatti is a land of
pantheon
misery
once we get
and
there.
misfortune.
Hatti is a
Torn
land of misery and
asunder by
misfortune,
endless
torn
strife
asunder by
and
endless
conflict.
strife and conflict.
However, the Hittites'
Well,
woes
I mean,
will soon
that is very
multiply
Egyptian propaganda.
As a new threat
And a threat
descends
descends upon them
from the sea.
from the sea. We know.
Iolaus,
Yeah, we know. Look at us going at
war
it.
Chief of the
Yeah,
Sherdon,
you're a war chief of the
leads his war
Sherdon.
bands on a path of death and destruction, drawing ever closer to the shores of Anatolia.
Concern.
The Sherdon are no strangers. In
We
these
got a lot of
lands.
concern already.
Yet
Okay, so we got
Iolaus
like
is unlike
the
any
they are
before him.
barbarians and
madman
uncivilized bingo.
who
We got
claims to
war
be a
chief.
brother of
We
the
got
heathen sun
leather.
god,
We got
Isu.
we got
Blasphemy.
horns.
He would
We
set
got
the world ablaze for glory.
okay.
His and his brothers.
He would set the world ablaze for glory.
Those who stand in his way
I mean, so would
will be
Pharaoh.
left among the ashes.
To be honest,
Or perhaps
right?
they shall raise the earth. beside
Okay,
him.
so we can actually look at the pantheon once the pantheon
Iolaus
appears.
is a
Hey, Briana, I see that you are
bloodthirsty
back.
zealot, but he's no fool. Calculating and cunning. He knows his ambitions will earn him countless
Yes.
foes.
Yes, good.
So he
And
chooses
bird.
his targets
Excellent.
carefully
Okay.
and picks them off one
Yes.
by one.
Pardon.
We have the Great King
Shupinuma,
himself.
Hatti's
Okay,
great
he looks
king will not
cool.
stand by and let the
He looks
lands
great.
he seeks to unite crumble into fire and ruin at the
Supilulima.
hand of Iolaus.
Okay.
Destiny
I did a Shupaloo
binds them
campaign on
both
my
in
own.
battle.
He is a fun one, but they're correct. It's not easy.
Iolaus will also find a fierce enemy in Kurunta.
Okay.
the stag
Idos
lord
will also
also
find a
claims
fierce enemy in
divine
Kurunta.
purpose,
All right, antlers.
proclaiming
So
himself
if you have antlers
an
on your bingo card,
incarnation
mark the
of
antlers
his god.
as one does.
Iolaus will seek to raise
You
his
know,
stone
it's nice to
towers
see different
in
terrain.
Anatolia.
It is
where
very
he
nice
has
to see different
numerous
terrain.
cities
To
to
see
torch
more
and
mountains, to see
plunder.
more.
Should he
Um,
succeed,
more
he will
forests.
be in position to challenge the great king himself. Or perhaps he will turn his fiery gaze toward Egypt, seeking his glory amidst our shining wonders.
Nice.
Yes. So this is that overview at the start, and yeah, you get to do. The fun thing with the sea people is you get to function as a quote horde, i.e., you're just an army without settlements attached. You can also get settlements, but I don't think that's how we're going to go.
Okay, so this is like the updated version, although like several centuries before, of the horde dynamic that you got in the old Total War games. Okay.
My brother, the sun, beckons
Look
me
at
to
us.
him.
All right, so we have people nearby. What kind of? Okay, we need to look at like everything. We need to look at our
Yeah.
units. We need to look at the gods. We need to look at
So you
How
don't get the
things
Pantheon
work.
yet, unfortunately, but we can get everything else up. So
nice.
yeah, the victory objectives you get ordinarily you get victory stuff from taking controlling
Rampaging.
settlements, but now you can also get it through rampaging them. Which, yeah, fair. You have a different tech tree. So the way this one works is, it's three. There's 3 branches. It's the same shape, but there's 3 branches. You have this one is the settlement path. So this is like if you want to, like, capture your own cities and build them. So like construction cost and defend, siege holdout time. So defensive, getting access to port, like production in ports, stuff like that. Very useful bonuses if you're going that route. This is a hybrid path that so you can, like, building tribal outposts is a big thing for the Sea Peoples, which we'll get to play around with. And just some, like, generically useful bonuses. Like, this is where you get one of your extra god slots, for example. But also some of the economic bonuses show up in that. And then this is just all military and all about, like, raiding. So replenishment in enemy territory is the first big one. Because you're going to be in enemy territory a lot if you don't really have all that many settlements. Or resources from raising being increased.
Got the loot, got the uncommon ancillaries. Yeah. Ooh, so there are, like, choices.
Yes.
Interesting.
So we're, I think, mostly going to stick in this half of the tree.
Yeah.
For the way
because we're not gonna be settled. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, excellent.
I don't.
I mean, I'm gonna assume we hate everyone.
Yeah, everyone has massively negative attitudes towards us. Just a faction aversion penalty from everyone. The only friends you get are the Sea Wanderers, as they're
okay.
The different Sea People's factions.
The Pelazet and the Shekelesh. That's fair. I mean, they're going to be nice to us as long as we are away from one another, because after that, we're not going to be nice to one another.
Everyone's so complacent.
You never know how that goes. And then so this is how the Horde works. You have buildings attached to your army. So right now we have spoil stores that increases our battle loot, and as you level it up more, even more battle loot, and also more attack. There are training buildings, so your exercise area that you can upgrade all the way up to, like, having top tier units. And then you can build progressively more buildings as you increase. I think it's as you increase the levels, but it might just be as you build each building. So that includes temples. Like, you get temples the same as a settlement does. There are special buildings, apparently, including the wooden horse, which
I mean,
it worked once before. It could work again.
Hey, you know what?
There's also a Sheridan High Council you can only build one of. It's interesting, but a lot of it is just recruitment buildings to figure out what kind of units you want, and then a set that just gives bonuses to your army, like one for reducing more upkeep by having, like, hunters attached. Or replenishment because
an infirmary.
Stuff like that. So it's kind of, you're building your camp as you go along. But of course,
follow me to the end.
Army is not to build infrastructure; it's to kill people.
Excitement.
Yeah, it's to kill people and conquer lands and hear the laments of the women, as someone said. So some barbarian said. Ooh. And we are fighting against.
So this is, we are currently on the southeast coast of Anatolia. This is, like, big cities here, like Tarsus and Adana. In about 1,000 years, this is going to be the site of the city of Antioch.
It's gonna be some time. What kind of terrain bonuses do we get?
Well, let's see. All right. First of all, I think a thunderstorm is a fitting enough start, actually.
Yeah, actually, yes. Let us remember that the lands of the Hittites are protected by their storm gods. So yes, I think a thunderstorm is apt.
All right. So just go through all the units and take a look at what they can do.
Who will face me?
Eleos, and he looks like just a standard bodyguard unit. We have Sheridan Axemen, which is special or interesting. Oh, they have an onslaught stance.
Ooh, shit! Because dread.
Yes, so it's an advanced. So it's one of those, like, advanced stances. So, like, if you do it, they'll start moving in a direction. But they cause terror, and they have less fatigue. Rip them apart, tear them to pieces, shred their innards. All right, that's Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sounds,
And then these guys
Checks
have like
out.
the tactical retreat stance, so that's also kind of interesting. And they have javelin, which I always love a melee unit that also has javelins. The Sheridan swordsmen both have that. We have the Niraji warriors.
Oh my god.
I figured how that GH is pronounced, but
It's G. It's the Nuragi warriors.
okay, Niragi, yeah.
It's Italian. Yeah. The Nuragi are those towering, towers basically. That you find in Sardinia. Yeah.
So they have the Colonne formation, which is basically, I think, supposed to be our phalanx. They have a spear brace formation.
Ooh, against cavalry.
But the Colonne, like, it looks like a man-made cross between a turtle and a porcupine. They have plus 15 missile parry with their shields, plus 10 melee defense, and minus 12 melee attack. So they are just basically unbreakable.
Pelone is the Greek word for turtle. It's
Yes.
like the turtle shell. So excellent.
And then
So basically a testudo, but make it ancient, make it Bronze Age.
and then some clubmen. Nothing really special. They're two-handed club units. They're good. I like a good two-handed club unit in this game, honestly. And harpooners. These are interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. Lower because it lowers shield effectiveness on hit because they like harpoons get stuck. They like grab at them with the ropes or like just stick in there.
Are we supposed to think that these were like fishermen and they just got co-opted and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna spear people like tunas?
Yeah, I think so. 'Cause, yeah, look, they're also like pretty good in melee. They're better melee combatants than the Sheridan swordsmen are. If you compare the stats, these guys are very good. They're certainly going to do their best for farming units. They don't have as many, so they're like a pure melee unit or anything, but they definitely look like they're not random archers. You can throw them into battle after the enemy's
So they also have melee. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Swordsman!
We should set up some kind of formation to take advantage of all this.
Yeah. I do see a lot of barbarism, like quote unquote, but they seem very effective.
Yeah.
Like they seem like the kind of units that can definitely, do a fight. I would be curious to see if it will ever get cavalry units. I'm sure we're going to get charioteers, like because they said in the preview of the update that we're going to get charioteers that can dismount and beat
I don't know
people
if
up.
you get that, or that's only the Palisade.
Oh, that's cool.
But they are oxcart chariots.
Ooh, so that would be cool.
Yeah, so they like you wouldn't charge into battle on an ox necessarily. I mean you could, but I don't know. But they're if you're familiar with like 18th century kind of warfare, that kind of cavalry.
Swordsman!
Alright, so it looks like they're making this actually go to the battle.
I mean,
Over there!
we gotta deal with this. This is great. So, Briana, who are the sea people?
Yes. Ooh, who knows? That's a great question. We don't actually know where they've come from. But it seems as though it was a coalition of different peoples. A lot of Libyans.
Coming from the sea.
It seems. And apparently, they didn't come just one time. They appeared many times. And the one that the moment that they're most famous for is the battle against Ramesses III. And this was after.
No one can break us!
Sorry.
No, you're here. You're good.
Disappeared. It's green who disappeared.
We will crush your kingdom!
But anyway, this was in around 1175 BCE when they had the battle of Ramesses III, and this was after the sea peoples just kept assaulting the coast of Anatolia and the Levant. And there's some really amazing letters that we have that survive namely from the Prince of Ugarit, who was writing to the king of Cyprus, and they were writing back and forth. And the king of Ugarit, or Prince of Ugarit, was saying, that, you know, they're coming. I can see them on the coast, and we know that they destroyed Ugarit. So we had this just really kind of could really put together quite a dramatic story there. I would love to see a movie of this, you know. Just, you know, seeing his demise of his people, descending upon them. Yeah, so this was after, you know, what, 25 years or something of assault in this whole area when they finally came to blows with Ramesses III, first to the east of Egypt, and then in the Delta area itself, I believe. And Ramesses III is the one who finally defeated them. And yeah, it's pretty. And we don't know where they come from. We're not sure if some of them come from Sicily. It has been proposed that there's a group that come from Sicily or Mycenae. There were also land people because they just left a lot of destruction, and the Hittite Empire collapsed after the sea peoples, because there were also land peoples, and it seems like maybe there was some military activity with the land peoples, but there were displacement of people who were migrating southward. And it just, people call it the collapse of the Bronze Age, because it just, you know, there's a lot of rises and falls of civilizations at this time. People would possibly say that this didn't really affect Babylonia or Assyria, but it did, because it cut off trade. Those empires were also affected by it. But yeah, Eric Klein, who consulted on this game, wrote an entire book on the fall of the Bronze Age, which is called 1175.
Let me put it in the chat.
Give that a read. And
yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
1177.
Yeah, close enough. Close
years.
enough. I mean, that's fair.
This is like, there's a whole bunch of really interesting questions that are tied up in this. Like, because, for example, if you ask the question, who are the sea people? So, I have read some stuff and based on how it is, but like, first, you know, I have read some things that it's actually, you know, not necessarily always a strong ethnic component. So these are almost like, there's a particular paper that I like to go back to, but that argues that this is effectively a phenomenon of very large-scale piracy, and that the confederations that form, they're like one-to-one with ethnicities. It's much more opportunistic.
Oh yeah. We're also only hearing other people saying that they are a confederation, right? Ramesses III says, "Oh, all these people allied against me." It's like, were they allied though? Like, are you sure, Ram? Are you sure? So we have like but we should not take his word for it, right? And it's also like, so sometimes these people are described as just, you know, marauders, pirates, and everything else, but it's a displacement, right? There are people who, not like us in this campaign, but the other one, are just trying to find new places to live because there's famine and you know, everything that can go wrong is going wrong. So they're just trying to find a new place. Of course, new places are occupied, so they gotta carve some space for themselves, right? Are we justifying the sea people? Yes. Are we apologists? Yes.
And yeah, the answer is it's probably tied into a whole bunch of different things that are all ongoing.
Witness me. Blades and torches ready.
A bunch of forces are kind of all happening in
blood and ashes,
and forcing large numbers of people to migrate, and yeah, it would certainly have been. It would have been messy to reconstruct, even if we were like on the ground, like as a general of the Egyptian army, trying to figure out what was going on with all of these different phenomena. But yeah, what we can tell is definitely the end effect of all of this, which is that a lot of the previously existing kingdoms were not there after a while. And Ugarit, yeah, of course, is like one of the most famous casualties. Are we still on? Yes. Okay.
Wait, did you go? Yes, we are still
Yes.
on. Sorry. So, well, first of all, in the previous battle, our people did really well.
Yes.
We only lost 69 men. Nice. And so now we are moving to a settlement, actually.
Yeah, I want to see if we can burn down Adana, and maybe start taking some of that the spoils of Hati for ourselves.
I mean, necessarily, right? At this point, they tried to stop us, didn't manage to. We still have only like 6 units, so that's great.
Yeah, they also they have the same number of units, and they're all worse. So that's what I'm banking on.
They're trash.
Late game Hittite units are going to be a problem, I think, on several levels, and early game Hittite units will. Yeah, I'm not as worried. They get some real tanks, but.
Well, do they get the chariots? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's,
I mean, I assume, but I don't want to know. Look at this nice terrain.
Yeah. And, oh, right. Look at this painted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the storm god. Oh.
Yes. Hittite statuary is really cool. As someone who knows almost nothing about it, but has seen a good number of photos of it, like reconstructions.
Hittite statuary is thick. They are really chunky. Actually, the other week, I was teaching something about Hittite art to my students, and I looked for the first time, and that's on me, at the Royal Palace in Hattuja, and I saw that one of the gates has sphinxes, and I was like, what the Egyptian sphinxes, incredible. They're wearing like the Nemesis. It's incredible. It's fantastic. I was like, what? It was fantastic. Like, I never considered that there could be sphinxes up there, but there are, and it's incredible. Let me see if I can find a good photo of that.
My favorite gate architecture for Hittite palaces and walls are the scorpion men. They're so fantastic.
Gotta love some scorpion men, you know. There are many sphinxes, actually. Yeah, the Sphinx Gate. Yeah, there's one here. There's one in,
Also
I
the
don't know how
Lion
to
Gate?
pronounce. Yeah, the Lion Gate. I really don't know how to
Lions?
pronounce this site. And then
Laja Huyuk?
Thank you. Yes, I'm bad. I'm bad at pronouncing things. But yeah, ooh, this other side has good sphinxes. I mean, you know, it's necessary. At a certain point, you want the sphinxes. Where is the chat? I have way too many things open. Let's put it this way. Here are some sphinxes on Hittite palaces. Ooh, okay.
I think the Scorpion Men Gate is near Aleppo. Tell something. Tell what?
Give us the
forgot
Scorpion Man
which-
Gate. Give. Go! Oh yeah! Oh, look at us being an angry porcupine. I mean,
And of course, we have the set everything on fire mode, obviously.
yes, necessarily. Yeah, look at us just going. It's like, yeah. I do like that our banners are black. We're like, we're not about the fancy stuff. We're just about the destruction.
The funny
Just
thing
want
is,
to break things.
for the Egyptians, that would have had the total opposite effect. Like, we think of, like the black as like the dark emo color or whatever, but for the Egyptians, that was like the color of civilization and fertility. They would have been terrified by red banners. That would have been
Fair, also like red banners that you would have to dye with very smelly snails. Sea snails. So you would be able to smell them
red
from
to do
afar.
quicker. Purple, that would be, that would be the real terror, is having to deal with that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, those poor slingers. Yeah. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
How are our harpooneers
Oh, they're
behaving?
They did great. They're now fully, like, they just spent all their ammo and pretty much wiped out an entire unit of infantry doing it. Like, took out a third of their health and all of their armor.
Holy shit.
They're
They're
Axemen!
that's good. That's good. They are. Their symbol is a is that like a merfolk? Well, now they're dead. They're dying. Our symbol is the Eye of Sauron, which I see. I can see.
Yeah, they have
Oh my God, we are Mordor.
yeah,
and
it's
there-
the fish guy.
It's the fish guy. Oh my
What the-
God, and we are Sauron.
Oh,
Serve them right.
Look at us.
he's so cute.
Oh my God, where is he from?
That is it's very like it reminds me of
Burning for battle.
Assyrian art or something.
Move
Isn't
with
there
the
a
tide.
fishman
Right?
in Assyrian
I
art?
was looking at that. It reminded me of this thing, which I'm also going to
Yeah.
put in the chat.
Drown in blood.
This thing on a seal.
There's a fishman.
Oh, copy. Sorry.
Warriors,
This one.
advance.
Yeah,
Victory is now possible.
yeah. Oh, that's so cool. And we are like, no, we worship the sun and fire.
Oh, yeah,
But that's not the sun.
We
That's
casually
it.
found time to set these houses on fire while they
cannot
were
wait.
walking around.
I mean, hey, it happens. If it's not our fault. It's not real fault. Look at the boys. Look at them boys. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Even our ranged units,
That stinks inside!
Oh my God. Yeah, they're.
jumping up and
Oh,
down.
they're running. They're like, no, goodbye. Goodbye, sir. Poor them. Poor them. Oh, this is bad. Ooh, look at our banners. One has an octopus. The other one has, what is that? An eagle?
Oh, where is that?
Rangers, reload.
On top of the standards. If you go to the other ones, yeah. See that one has an octopus, one has an
Oh,
eagle.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
look
right,
at
yeah,
that.
That's the
Oh,
faction symbol, yeah, 'cause that's the Hittite
we are the
double
octopus.
eagle, and then
oh, yes. And we are an octopus.
Oh,
So
the
we come
eagle's
from
so
Ethiopia,
cool.
is what I'm hearing. We come from Kalkis and Eritrea, because Eritrea famously had the octopus, I think, on their coins. Yeah, that's Eritrea. Yeah.
Wow.
Ancient. So Eritrea is like a city in Evia in what in Latin would be Eubea, the island of Eubea. And they had a razor sack.
yeah, I think we're gonna
Ooh,
raise it.
we gotta raise it.
Yeah, there's so many resources.
Yeah. So allegedly
My
they had
brother, the sun.
an octopus on their
beckons me to
coins
him.
to signify that they had a stone heart like the octopi, but actually no, they just like the octopus. But other Greeks were like, oh, surely, they are as cold
Does
and
anyone else
calculating
like
as octopi,
fire?
octopods. All right. Yeah, maybe movement is better. So, our first raid,
Yeah, we have
our first
successfully
raising of a city.
destroyed Adana, which means we cannot recruit, unfortunately, apparently, because you have to be in the encamped stance
Isun,
to do
I
that.
hear you.
Oh, okay. But there is local recruitment
Yes.
if we want it.
So
Ooh.
a bit of a decision to make, which is
Who
do we
else?
want to move on to the more fortified city of Tarsus, which okay, right, the raising the war spoils mechanic. So
Oh, right. Oof.
yeah, you get specific bonuses for finding specific things.
Oh, I love it.
So either resources or like these prizes. So war supplies gives what is it? Well, it'll hover over to go this one. 20% movement, 50%
Prosperity?
resources
Well,
raising, increased
why
upkeep
not?
replenishment. I think we need to do that. I think
Yes, yeah.
Raiding grounds
that
away.
sounds very convenient for our purposes. Can we also raid like the outposts?
We will do whatever we want.
Yes, although there aren't any built-up ones, and I don't know.
Nah.
It'll only give us a little bit of resources. but
Let's
it is
do
still useful.
bad
that's
things
fine.
together.
Let's do bad things together. That is a statement.
Yes. Well, it's not even a question. It's a very brazen statement.
Yep.
These people are not taking you out for dinner. That's clear.
All soldiers,
Should definitely
all
recruit
mine.
Units.
Yeah. Ooh, Sheridan Stormans, Looters.
Yes, that's our.
I like that they have
That's
the
our.
little horns.
Yeah.
Let's rest and have fun. You'll get your fill with me.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
sure did give this guy some voice lines.
All right. We cannot hear the audio, but that's okay.
Oh, let
I
me,
heard the line. No, I heard the lines on it should be in the
on
desktop.
Twitch. Yeah, it's on Twitch.
Yeah.
Fanning the flame.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's fine.
That is what matters.
That's
yeah.
fine. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you will have to recreate the lines for us in your battle. Oh, there's a lion. There's a giant lion there.
Oh,
Boy.
Man, speaking of ancient letters and lions, we read
Oh.
the wildest letter in my Akkadian letters class last week, where it was like a guy writing
horizon
to the
is a
king
step
of
away.
Mari that he had caught a lion
Blades and
last
torches
week,
ready.
but the king hadn't told him what to do with it.
Fire
and
knows
he
no
was
boundaries.
Really worried that the lion was going to starve to death because like they tried to feed it, but it wasn't
Ready
eating
to give in?
anything. And so he just ended up packing the lion on a boat and sending it his way because he didn't know what to do with himself otherwise.
There they are.
No. Oh my God. Sir.
Yeah.
People not knowing how to deal. Yeah, hic sunt leones. Yes, actually. Famously, there were lions in modern day Turkey. What we are not going to see, unfortunately, are hippos because we are away from their habitat. So we're not going to hear the hippos randomly
Blood
and
and
get
ashes.
scared shitless. Alas, unless we reach Egypt, in which case, you know, we might. We might. But who knows? Yeah, Ramesses had one. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm always curious about like well, I was about to say the rational thought behind raising a lion
Excitement
or like,
ahead.
Taming one, but I don't think there's any rational thought behind it.
Yeah,
They were like, well, it's a
I'm
cat.
waiting.
Yeah, I think it's less about rational thought and more about look
Yeah.
at this lion that I have.
Look at the big kitty. Look at this giant predator that they may or may not have got like as a baby. So it's like, how do we treat it? Like a cat. It looks like a cat. It's just bigger.
Sure.
Protesilaus. Yeah?
This is one of the Cyprian factions, I think.
Yeah.
All right, look.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh, 'cause
Okay.
the ambitions are what are going to give us a lot of our victory points. That makes sense. So I think
Mm-mm-mm.
destroying Kizuwatna.
We receive fishing nets.
Yeah, because this one looks like it's going to be tougher, but this one I think we can do.
Yeah, that one we can do. Yeah, it's definitely achievable.
Isul, with your
I can
blessing.
see us doing that. I love that for us. We're gonna have to build the siege equipment,
Yeah,
Just a matter of
aren't
time.
we?
I may
Blades and torches
want
ready.
to wait out the siege a little bit because this does look like
Yeah.
they have some good defenses, but the rewards are worth it for us
Yeah.
to kind of wait.
Yeah.
I mean, the world is good. I
They're big
suppose.
and strong.
All right, okay.
It's Shemsu Harb.
Yes. So we've
Okay.
now unlocked all sorts of
Mm.
fun stuff.
Oh, the gods.
Yes. So
We have unlocked the gods. All right.
this is Isul, our first dedicated god. So the idols, that's our temple, gives extra melee attack on recruitment and gives minus morale to the enemy. Praying at a tribal outpost gives morale and missile damage resistance, and then we have a devotion bonus as well for melee attack and melee damage. Very suitably violent. But we have
Where did they get that god from?
this is a very good question. I would
Because
really like to know.
okay, because the iconography of Isul is actually the iconography of Usil, which is the Etruscan god of the sun.
Yeah, and this is clearly a sun god. He's got the sun.
Oh.
That's Usil.
And
That's
then we
Usil,
have
right?
Alpanu
And
and
Apulu.
Laran.
Yeah. Those are also Etruscan,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
and these are the specific Sheridan ones. I think they really lean on the idea because of the Nurhaje stuff also that these are not actually supposed to be Greek, even though our guy is named Iolaos. They're like
Etruscan.
They are Sardinians
Yeah.
and Corsicans, and therefore connected to Etruria.
Mm-mm.
That's a
Yeah.
kind of an open question, I think, how interconnected those two groups were, or even
Yeah. Big questions
Yeah.
and like lots of genetic studies with answers that I would take with a mine of salt. But yeah, no, these are Etruscan iconographies, definitely. Larun
There
is
they are.
the 1 second. Larun, which is Laran usually. Yeah, is the god of war, which is like kind of like Mars, but I mean iconographically yes. Like the Latin Mars, not Ares. So he's like a different kind of war god. And the other one, who was it?
Blood and ashes.
Was it Alpan that we got?
Everyone's so complacent.
Alpano.
Yes,
Okay.
Albano.
Yeah. She's like an underworld goddess.
She is sufficiently.
Let's
So
see.
she is melee defense, replenishment, and like causes attrition to any forces when besieged, which is interesting. Yeah, she's a lot of like replenishment stuff, which makes a lot of sense. Also, very cool wings, gotta say. Very.
Yeah. But that's what gives away the Etruscan things, because Etruscan divine figures usually have wings. Not always, but usually, especially if they're underworld or sky gods, they have wings. Whereas Laran, who is just a war god, doesn't have the wings because he doesn't have to move between worlds or planes of existence.
Why is Ugarit declaring
Ugarit.
war on us?
Girl, we're far away. Like, what do you want from us?
Also,
Who told you?
do they not know how that goes?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I mean,
excitement
haven't they
ahead.
read the letters? Like, girl.
All right, I
Girl.
think we are going to actually fight this one out. We have
Happy
a lot
people.
of siege equipment, and
Yeah, let's
I
go.
don't want to lose a bunch of units unnecessarily when we could instead, burn the city.
Woo!
Oh, the Ramses III. Their seed is not. That is a classic.
That's
classic-
Egyptian slander.
Yeah. Though the Assyrians use it too later. They end up using almost exactly the same thing, like Zerishu, their seed. I remember coming up in my translations a lot of the Assyrian royal inscriptions. Alright. I think I actually remember defending a siege here as the Hittites at one point. Huh. Anyway.
Axemen! Blood in battle!
Okay.
One unit over here to
Whoa.
cause problems.
This is a big,
Yeah.
big
And you see
fortified
the-
city.
Sort of the cliff sides have been built into the walls.
Classic.
Yep, and then they have like the lake port with the little river. This is actually really amazing scenery.
Wow. Wow. This is really cool. Therefore, we need to destroy it.
Waves
Absolutely.
and storms!
Alright, let's get
That's
you
what we
Let's
do.
do this.
on the ladder.
We're invincible! Easily done! Siege tower! That place will soon
Yeah, exactly. Where are the giant war turtles? Well, you may or may not have seen, like the other day, that Age of Mythology Retold will come out later this year, which means we are going to play it on this very channel, because we need to zap zebras with the laser crocodiles.
Curse the fury!
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I'm very excited for that to come out. I will be playing that on my own. I will be trying to
Storm the
convince other
gates!
people to play it with me. It's gonna be such a fun
It's
game.
such a great. It's the funniest game of the Age of series. Like, fight me.
Oh, no,
Like, I don't
absolutely.
care. It's such a fun game.
I played it a lot as a kid. I honestly, I remember conscripting my younger sibling who was like 4 years younger than me, did not understand what was going on, just that I'd have somebody to play against. And of course, I always played as Egypt for some reason.
I mean, no, I did love the campaigns, all of them actually. Well, not really the Chinese ones. But the others I did like a lot. The Chinese one got some flack because it was controversial and like questionable. But the Atlantean campaigns were great. Like no notes. Thank you for subscribing, Ajax Bravos, aka Bubear. Thank you for the support. We appreciate that.
Swing and loose.
We always appreciate support as we destroy civilization.
Javelins away.
You know, and fight against fishmen. You know, mere folks. With our armies of darkness, apparently. They really we're really leaning into we are going to destroy everything.
Poor
Kind of
fishmen.
Javelins.
Poor fishmen, I know, I feel bad, but then again, they are the fish and we have the harpoons.
March onwards.
No one stops me!
It's not, you know, a nice situation for anyone involved. So, you know.
We're invincible.
So if we manage to breach one of the gates, we can just...
Just run in,
Yeah.
and then that's about it. They're
Yeah.
not going to... Their units aren't very good. It's really just that they have walls.
Yeah. They're big, effective walls, and they build, like, in a very intelligent way.
Yes.
But then again, we have...
Oh, look at the shrine they have.
Oh, look at that! Oh my god, I love
Here,
it.
And like all these, like the standing worshipping figurines that have, or figures that have been carved in. Very cool.
They really did their homework. They really did the homework on the art.
Yes.
Oh, so cute. Love him.
Right.
He's so cute.
That's true. The chat is asking if there is no one remembering civilization, has it really existed? No, that's why we are destroying everything and burning the libraries too, and archives. Might as well. Although, for the Bronze Age collapse, actually burning archives is what preserved a lot of them, because the terracotta on which the clay on which things were written down was simply cooked, and then it became durable.
That's why the destruction of Uber is so famous, is because we have all these tablets from when the city got burnt.
Yeah, and they cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
Same thing with
Send the
Mari,
hailstorm.
where the archive, when the city was destroyed by Hammurabi. Although that one I don't know if it was much fire as it was that they just got left behind, but the city became really famous because it was destroyed with an intact library, which would later be relocated.
Oh, look at them go! Look at them go! Let's go! I like that they are jumping like on people with weapons upside down. They're like, yeah, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, this is fine. I'm sure no one ever gets injured doing
Yay!
that.
Yeah, no, exactly. Especially if your comrades have like horns on their helmet
Yeah.
and you are basically jumping on their heads.
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, exactly. No, we do not endorse that.
Move forth.
Please destroy
Okay,
civilization
so-
responsibly.
Exactly.
Reef sharp.
Like this is an OSHA violation, clearly. Do not.
Aruna curses
Alright.
Let us win.
The gates are open. We have
Nice.
like 4 guys on the walls. We're gonna try and just
Nice.
that,
No way.
that, see if we can bait somebody out. But this unit is doing its job. It's not actually taking the wall. It's making the enemy feel like they have to put a bunch of units over here.
Yeah, exactly. So the other ones are not as heavily guarded.
Yeah.
A great
Gosh, the
classic.
city is huge.
Yeah.
Stop marching.
Yeah.
Warriors
Yeah.
march.
It's not really like urbanized, as in it's not really densely built up, which it probably
Yeah.
would have been back then. But I understand that for game
Yeah.
purposes, they made all of these things. But like back then,
Let's not
Bronze
give
Age
up, lad.
cities are like very densely populated and like heavily built up. Also because there are no public spaces, apart from like maybe some market square and temples, but like the idea of having like space for people to enjoy is like, enjoy what? The fuck are you enjoying? You know. But the public space actually becomes people's rooftops.
March onwards.
Because if you want to hang out with your, you know, with your friends, with your family, with your neighbors, you just go on the rooftop. It's easy. There's space there.
Fight
I
for
don't
glory.
know. I can't think of Ireland. I assume they weren't like bonded. I do know at least one of my friends recently excavated in an early Bronze Age site a tavern. So that was also a very big like
Trying to
hangout
muster
spot.
some fire.
Oh yeah. Of course,
Restaurants,
drinking
bars,
places,
etc.
yes. But it's built.
Yes.
Right. It's built. It's not a
And,
square.
yeah. I don't. Well, I was reading for my master's exam some of the some like just building plans of Egyptian cities, and yeah, it's so. And the buildings are ramshackle. You're not ramshackle, but the building plans are. It's not like regular. Like it's like kind of randomly sized houses that are smushed next to each other as people just build them and the city emerges.
Yeah. There's no like planning beforehand. Like you can see like what a planned city looks like much later with Alexandria, which is on a grid, but that's because it's Greek and it's not Egyptian.
Yeah, like you get the Egyptians planned some of their cities, but those were like pyramid towns.
Exactly.
Thebes would not have been like that. Like Thebes was built because someone wanted. We have a coppersmith wants to live there, and he built a house, and he built it next to your house, and that's fine. And now there's more houses.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, we got new neighbors again. Yeah. No, the very planned cities are like the cities that people are not really supposed to live, because they have like a very distinct purpose, which is to be as effective as possible, is keeping people in, keeping everything that they need close, so they can only work on the one thing that they need to do, which is building a pyramid / building, taking care of the pyramid / building tombs and decorating tombs.
On our way.
Though they did have unions, so better than a lot of modern day places, I might say. That is always a great thing. There is a person who was studying at UCL when I was there, and her whole dissertation was on the union of the Deir el Medina builders. I don't know if she ever published it. Mikol, if you're listening, please publish that dissertation. We need the unions.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Also, the chat is saying if you have time to chat, you should work more. That's called capitalism. Or, indentured servitude in this case. In all of these, we're just ramming through the city.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah, once
Look
you
at
reach
that.
the wall, you can see. So this time, with the wider city to play with and more time in it, you can see the destruction meter ticking up. As we have everybody set on burn city mode.
Yeah, burn, destroy, slaughter.
And
it's a classic.
Swordsmen!
That's going to
Let fires blaze!
they're just casually lighting buildings on fire while they're going through the town.
Warriors!
Ooh, and the buildings are being destroyed.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
Start marching! March onwards!
Yeah, I mean, we gotta,
Unfortunately, Iolaus himself did not seem to want to participate in that. Oh, we got
Axemen! Face the fury!
Oh, they're trying to stand. Yeah, they're trying to last stand. The one thing that is always kind of, I don't want to say whitewashed in the sense that it's made nicer than it was. In these games, I understand because, I understand why, because of dev mechanics, but it's like there's no population, there's no civilian population, right? It's only soldiers inside the cities.
Yeah.
Whereas, actually, it would have been a little more slaughtery and rapey and enslavey-y to take a city and raise it, because if there are people in there, you can capture them and sell them as slaves, or kill everyone if you feel like it. So and these kind of games never give you the idea of the human cost of these things. They give you the human cost in terms of soldiers, but not in terms of civilians.
This is where actually, again, shout out Total War 3 Kingdoms. They really do that. They don't animate killing civilians or something. But population is a mechanic that's tied to economic growth, and when you take a city, the population goes down a lot. No matter what you do. And there's actually one of the characters, Kao Chen. One of his things is taking in refugees. As brought on by other factions destroying cities, refugees come to you. And you can, put towards various positive ends for you, but you can't play as him and not reckon with even if you're trying to reunite China, where that's still gonna kill hundreds of thousands and dislocate millions of people, but even then, it's only you're not getting the visceral horror of it all. Speaking of which, raising the city.
Exactly, might as well, right? Ooh. We have
My
acquired
brother, the sun,
acquired war
beckons me to him.
spoils.
Yes, so we now have the war spoils effect on us, which... oh, is it a faction-wide effect?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. So let's see how it works exactly. Yeah, 20% movement and 50% raising.
50% more from raising, incredible, and minus 50% on
We will do
on
whatever
upkeep,
we
which
want.
is great.
Yes. So still
We
It
can
is
give
I.
skill points.
what's that? Oh,
Yes,
actually, we really want
yes.
that. The movement refunded after raising a region is
Yes,
very helpful.
absolutely. Yeah. Sea Ravager. Yep. Thank you very much. We'll take that. There are so many factions.
Yeah. Give it time.
Oh yeah,
It's
give
always
it
funny
time. We're
that you
gonna
would
be
have,
on like
20 factions at the end of the game.
Witness
yeah.
me.
There's only going to be us and like 2 more people probably.
Follow me to the end.
So hideous. Oh, we have. It's still technically locked to build our tribal outpost.
Oh, what do we need? Oh, Royal Decree.
Yes, but look at this. You can get food and
Oh
from
my
it,
God.
And also station units, like just have guys sitting around in your
Nice.
Your
The
left. Gather to the sun.
Nurage.
Yes.
1 Nurage, 2 Nuragi.
Let's do
So
bad things
GH in
together.
Italian is a hard G. But and the
Who's
G
tired? Not me.
is a G if it's before an A, an O, or a U. And it's J if it's in front of A. Well, no, it's G or if it's in front of, it's J if it's in front of I and E. That's why you need the H. Oh, there was a power cut in Cairo, we are told. Oh, false attack. Interesting.
Yes, that's something we can do in theory. Unfortunately, I was hoping to recruit a few more units, and we just didn't have the movement to make that happen. So we're gonna be having a bit of a time against the remains of Kizuwatna under Ispu Taksu. And his name being Ispu, like that first element makes you want to read it as Akkadian, and it's not. This is not an Akkadian name. In Akkadian, as in a lot of Semitic languages, a lot of verbs end up starting with I.
Alright, what units do they have? Oh, we don't see them yet.
No, and so they have the city garrison is coming.
We
in as
shall seek
reinforcements.
bloody victory.
Oh right, they're coming towards us, so we get to pick where we fight. Right.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
in the fog.
Hmm.
Okay, we can do things with that. Yeah, alright, we'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're never gonna see us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Destroy. You know.
Let us deal some death, boys.
Okay. We may have lost Briana for good because power cuts are in effect and usually last an hour, but we will see. If she comes back, we will, we will let her know. I mean, she'll know where we are. Hopefully, she will be back before. But if she's not, it's not because she had, she didn't like what we were saying. It's because,
Yeah.
power in Egypt is a valuable resource. Okay, so
First, we're gonna have to wait a little while, unfortunately.
we're gonna have to wait. Can we ambush? Can we hide in the bushes?
So yes, that's what we have.
Ahaha.
Over here.
Nice.
That's the hope.
Yeah, they're pretending to be part of the trees. Why are the trees moving? I don't want to know. I'm not going to ask, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, it's everything's fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing to see here. You just wait for them and see where they, where they appear, because they're also trying to be sneaky, but
I suppose we'll find out.
yeah. Yeah. We'll see where they appear from. Oh, there they are.
So hopefully what will happen is we'll see a couple of our units and come around down this valley to meet us.
There they go. Yeah. Oh, they're running. They're running down to meet us. Oh, there they are. Huh? Okay.
We will raise spears on them!
Boys.
Swordsman! Warriors of the tides!
Winds guide us!
Interesting.
Oh, they-
choices.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, so they tried to encircle us,
Swing
but...
and loose!
The sea unites us!
Move forward!
Not as clueless.
Clubs!
Winds guide us!
I mean, we're still gonna beat them, but
Swordsmen!
they're not as clueless as they looked. Good.
Better than everyone!
Lead them out! Clubs! Move forward! March onward!
Who will face me?
And they haven't seen our boys in the bushes, okay.
Fight for glory!
Swordsman!
Waves and storms!
Oh, yeah.
Hold the line!
Yep.
Clubs! Strike hard! Javelins away!
I will burn their ships!
The sea unites us! Axemen!
Okay, so it's like, yeah, they didn't see it. Good. That's excellent. That's great.
I'll strangle you!
Charge them in, set them to their paused red stance.
Yeah. Ooh,
Spearmen!
look at how quickly their units are, like,
Warriors!
getting
march!
ragged. Like, their banners are getting,
Push
you
their
know,
line!
are getting raggedy. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
aim! Her spears!
Good on the share, then. Okay, so now we can see their whole army. Okay, that's good. I was concerned that, like, I still had the hidden icon on top of their one
Start
of them,
marching!
but now they're all inside. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, melee. I like that Ayalaus just went.
Bleed them out!
He just decided, yes, my men need me. Let's go.
Cleave
Yeah,
them!
he's pretty helpful actually.
Yeah, he's good. Those
Swordsman!
annoying slingers. Alas, that would be, it would be nice to have those chariots, wouldn't it?
Axemen!
Yeah. So one of the things that they seem to pretty deliberately want here is the idea that the sea peoples were a very almost not quite ideologically, but at least tactically
We're
anti-chariot
invincible!
force.
Yeah.
Lightning
A
spears!
very interesting one.
No one can break us!
I certainly do agree that the logistics of chariotry was a big part
On
of the
our
reason
way.
why it was so hard for Bronze-based civilizations.
Reef sharp! Move
Yeah.
forth!
Making a chariot is hard, it turns out, as is fighting someone who's like capable of
Strike up!
piloting one effectively.
Yeah. And someone who's capable of, like, shooting from the chariot effectively, because you also need a lot of time and money and, you know, and to have the time to train for that. And, like, you need an elite that can only do that, like, as their occupation,
Fight for
right? Like,
glory!
charioteers would be the elite of the elite, like the Mariano and
Bring
even
them
the
back!
Egyptian charioteers were like noblemen. So you need that coin. Ooh, their general is like in there too. He's
One general's dead and the other one is
okay. Yeah. Oh, he's in the middle of the melee. I see him.
Easily done!
not contributing very much.
Throw your spears! Warriors march!
But yeah, this like
Reef sharp!
causes terror stance is really helpful.
It's OP. It's really great. Yeah, the Luwian spearman, Diluvian Spearman. Okay. Okay.
This is just early game to type like maybe okay tier units. Tier 2. At least they're not completely terrible level.
Kind of. Yeah, they got the skirmishers. Those skirmishers are very close.
Yeah, the armored skirmishers, they're also like okay in melee. The big thing is like any medium or high level type unit, they're tanks.
Yeah. Yeah. They got a lot of bronze. They got big armors.
Axeman!
They do fight.
Drowning balls!
They do fight well.
Kick to the head, please.
Okay, or clubbers.
Yeah, they're
Or looters.
They did okay for themselves.
Blood and battle!
Yeah. We're not angry at them.
Swordsman! Kiraya! Make for it!
Okay, those are routed.
Routed,
They're running away.
yes.
Send the
Let's
hail
put it that
storm.
way. They're running away. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Can we prevent them from all coming back?
Waste and storm!
I really want
Yeah.
to, like, if we can kill their
Face the
general,
fury.
I think they will...
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Yeah.
Around this completely break.
One hopes. One hopes. I mean, they seem to be breaking pretty heavily, though.
But the thing is, they're not... Some of these are not shattered yet. They might decide...
Raider!
Yeah, yeah.
Champion!
They're running, but they're not shattered. Yeah.
Spearman!
If they knew what's good for them, they wouldn't fight us.
Swordsman!
They can take our lives, but they would never take our freedom. Oh, but we don't care about freedom here. We're just here to raise and burn everything to the ground. We are not making it an ideological matter. Our god is the gold
No one standing
and
my
the
way.
coin.
In some sense, we are freeing, like, increasing the amount of freedom. Specifically, freedom from them, like, having stuff.
Yeah,
and
exactly. We are freeing them from having a built environment. You know, we are freeing them from the shackles of urbanization. Nice. Nice. Well fought. Look,
Yeah.
oh, how did our units fare? Can we see their
so
kills?
These guys get 143 kills. That's about right. Getting a good axe unit in the flank.
They really went for it.
65 for the clubbers as well. They did pretty well. And the harpooners, of course, were insane.
They were clubbing.
Very fun to be able to run. So,
Nice.
punishment, stealing their equipment, or letting them live. I like the stealing
We're
their
not-
equipment, actually.
Yeah, we're absolutely not letting them live. We're just
What
stealing
more can I
everything.
do?
Okay, they're going back in.
They're hiding. What they're doing.
Ah,
My brother, the sun,
the poor
beckons me to
poor
him.
ones. Okay. Oh,
Excitement
now we got
ahead.
more things on the.
Valiant defeat. We just beat this army. They're not
We
gonna,
just beat them up.
They're not gonna. That's
I
not gonna be
came,
a
I
valiant
saw.
defeat.
Oh well.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
came, I
Ooh.
saw. Oh well, that's pretty funny. So let's
Great.
We're going to
Ooh, raise. Yep.
You will get your
Exactly.
fill with me.
Thank you.
recruit ourselves a couple of soldiers, I think, because the sheriff.
Exactly.
Time for
very
drums.
The Axeman
and
did
wine.
really well.
Let's get another one, and then.
Does anyone else like
Clubman also
fire?
match.
Yeah. Oh, well, when can we choose a royal tradition?
I think that is second Shemsu horse. So it's in two more turns.
Oh, right.
So we can pick.
Royal
We have
decree.
our,
We can unlock something with royal decree,
yeah, I
right?
want to get those tribal outposts going.
Yes.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's gonna take some time, but yeah. Once we get
Follow me to the end.
the outpost, then we will be much more effective. Although we're being like pretty, you know. Oh yeah, the idol. Okay. Primitive bingo. If you have idol
Witness me.
on your bingo card,
Yeah.
we get that. Man, I should really draw a bingo card for this one.
Just have more movement
Yeah.
At this point. What is this ability? Oh, it's movement at sea.
Shipmaster
Upkeep.
at sea though.
More movement at sea.
That one would be great. 666. Also, you know, casually, another casual number. Okay. Excellent. Yes, yes, chat. That is the ultimate freedom for sure. We are freeing them from life. I mean, the shackles of their mortal coils, etc., etc.
I am not selling you all of my stone. Actually, I need that for building.
I'm not giving you shit.
You cannot have it.
Yeah.
My
Girl.
turn.
Girl.
Frankly, I'm offended that you have asked.
Remain on your
Exactly.
toes.
I mean, who do you think you are?
Isul, with your blessing.
All right.
Really?
Battle map here. All right, I think we can fight that one out. And while that
Yeah.
goes, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no problem. I mean, marauders and razors also have the right to, In the meantime, yes, Judge, to gain freedom from the endless cycle of reincarnation. I am told that we gain freedom from that cycle by raising everything on our path. I have it on good authority. I was, the gods told me that that's the only way. Also, good question if there is the accompanying group of civilians to support the army, cooks, healers, prostitutes. Yes, actually. This is a horde faction, basically. So we have everyone that we need, including, the oldest trades in the world, which are bakers and midwives and prostitutes, with us. And by raising and raiding and conquering and destroying, we can actually get better supplies and, reinforce the professionals that accompany our army. So yes, actually, we have the whole thing. Everyone is here. Also, yes, we are destroying the material possessions to free us from the burden of desire. Yes, that's the ideal. Yeah, so we do have supplies, we do have people with us, we probably have our families with us. But we are not here to settle down and get a white picket fence. We are here to settle down and see the white of the quick line that we will pour on the ruins of other people's cities. Something along those lines.
Warriors of the Tides.
So, what kind of units do they have? Because they've been annoying. They're being annoying. We gotta...
Oh right, because they're gonna get reinforcements from the
from the city.
from the fortress. So that's gonna be
That's personal. Yeah.
Swordsman, today we earn our glory.
Yeah, this is another really cool settlement design where they're like kind of embanked by this river, so you can get through. But some of the entrances you have to like cross the river that they have.
Dangerous. Considering that we are covered in bronze, that seems dangerous. Hello. Yes, you see people. The sea people. We are destroying Anatolia. We thought that it would be a nice spring activity. So for the next probably 2 months, we're going to be here destroying stuff. Let's see. Yeah, these people have been a nuisance. We need to make an example of them.
What's putting into their fortress is I assume militia. They're just the lowest tier, the type like low units.
I can see the weakness
They're not
now.
really correct, but
Waves and
we have
Ooh, chariots! Oh, we got chariots. Ah, shit. Okay. Now things get interesting. Yes, you are a sea people. You are a Southeast Asian people, so you can break things. I think you are. Yeah, I think you can destroy civilization. I think you are allowed, right? Aren't we all sea people after all? Gotta clear out those dusty old civilizations. Yeah, who needs the built environment? We just want to destroy. We have also, for the chat that wasn't here before, we also figured out that all the gods of the sea people are Etruscan gods for reasons that we'll probably explain better, like in the next episodes once we're a little more serious about things. But yeah, they've gone with one of the various hypotheses for like the origins of the sea people and like they've gone with the slightly Etruscan / Indo-European origin and like the Ionic Sea, the Iranian Sea type of stuff, which can be questionable. They've also, for some reasons, changed the vowels of their gods. Yes, they were Etruscans all along. Like, now you need to imagine like an Etruscan man with like the Sea People helmet doing the Agatha, the Agatha Harkness wink. Yes, it's yeah, that's what they've gone for. They were Etruscans all along, right? Surprise, it's the other way around. It's not that the Etruscans came from Anatolia, it's that the Sea People who were Etruscans came from the west back to Anatolia. Yes, the Sea Peoples are also the friends we make along the way. That's true. That's true. The real Bronze Age collapse are the friends we make along the way. I mean, true friends who maraud together stay together, I guess. Friends who burn civilizations and cities together, stay together. Friends who at this point are crossing rivers with bronze armor together.
These are some of the lighter units, at least in theory.
Okay.
I did accidentally send in Russian warriors who are.
Oops.
I don't know if they
No, they're all good.
Big guys randomly drown and
Yeah, think. I mean, these ones are scantily dressed, so I guess they're fine.
They
The water.
Good shields, but not a lot of.
Yeah, they're not wearing anything else. They're like, well, I don't need armor with these pecs. Very, very Italian, if you ask me. That's why. That's how we know they're actually Etruscans. They just want to show off their chests. Not surprised, I'm absolutely not surprised. The ancestors. Okay. Okay, so we have like a block point there where they're trying to hold us, but they ain't.
And then they get at the river, and they have this spear chariot under a guy's name is just Happy, which I mean, yes,
Happy?
It is pronounced Happy, but also.
But also happy. But I can't imagine that he's very happy to see us.
No, this is probably one of the less good days.
It's a terrible day. What happened? Yeah, what happened today at work? I don't know. A bunch of half-naked dudes with big shields just crossed the river and came to break everything. It was not a great day. It's like HR should have a word with them. They won't, because HR has been burned to the ground as well, as we have seen.
Yeah, I think like that goes beyond the HR problem. HR is really good for like worst place conflicts, and not so good when like your workplace becomes like the conflict is that your workplace is being invaded.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's very hard to get someone to agree to the Microsoft Teams meeting when they have burned down your office, and also
there's no more infrastructure. Exactly.
No one stops me!
No, we've been trying to reach you.
Axemen!
Well, tough luck. Well, that's what the Prince of Ugarit was trying to do. He was trying to reach, the other ruler on Cyprus, and they were like, nope. Oh, look at the chariots.
Yep. That is a bunch of spear chariots going up for some reason.
Oh, they are.
Spearmen!
Look.
I would want for my chariot.
Did you see that chariot drifting? Oh my god. That's like Need for Speed, guys. That is not ideal. They're very heavily armored chariots.
Yeah.
I mean, the people on the chariots are heavily armored. It's just against spearmen. Jesus Christ. Not the best idea.
No, they're look it up. There were 15 chariots when we started talking about it. Now there are 8.
Yeah, it's not it wasn't the best choice. Let's put it this way. Whereas our general is really
Swordsman!
I only know this is a pretty solid fighter. I usually
Yeah.
have a lower opinion of the generals.
Who will face me? Salzburg!
Take
their heads!
Kind of accepted.
yeah, well, because their leader needs to lead by example. So, I love their helmets.
Yeah.
So clearly.
The armored Hittite
Hissel
skirmishers,
witness!
they are really good. I love a good armored archery unit in this game.
They're tanky.
Yeah.
Oh, I like them.
True sons of Taki.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The Hittites will regularly remind you when you put on them.
I mean,
I don't
Burning
think they're
for
going to
battle!
hold up
Let us win in
No.
record time.
No, it's the blonde hair. You know, it's the toss.
This is, you know, Iolannis' list kind of remind me of one of the classic questions around 1985 and post-apocalyptic anime Fist of the North Star, which is
I'm getting out of here!
in this time of civilization of collapse, can they afford the amount of like use necessary to look
Raider,
like that?
champion, victor.
Yeah. No, that's a really good question. Like some people's hair is perfect even when they wake up. Most people's hair is
I
not.
do not want to die.
The chat is saying that the people on the chariot can't actually reach to stop the people in front of them, which is a design flaw. Yeah, their spears should be longer, let me tell you. Look at those broken chariots. It's like, yeah, y'all...
Swordsman!
Y'all done fuck up. It's like, guys, you really ran at infantry, at heavy spearmen with chariots. Like, oof. There are choices that are wrong, and that's one of them. And it's still the wrong choice. Yeah.
Add that one to
Also-
the chariot flaws. Very bad at defending the city. They work great in an open field, and once you're in a street, now you can move less freely, and you're in a box.
No one can break us.
Yeah, exactly. And if the horses are scared, then that's going to be a whole other set of problems because they're not going to want to do shit. Rightfully. So you can have the best broken Cheerios. Well, yes.
Swordsman!
We're breaking the materials. The Vikings were famous for the good hair. The Vikings were Becky with the good hair, confirmed. Beyonce, do you listen to us? Can you hear us, Beyonce? That's them. Yes, actually, we're told that they would comb and clean their hair. I mean, Spartan warriors would comb and braid their hair before battle because they wanted to die looking prim and proper. Yes, also by famous, I mean, one Saxon complained about it once. Yes, exactly. I mean, maybe he got, the hair and makeup bunch of Vikings, and now we think that every Viking was, like, perfect. Whereas, they just got the ones that were actually vain. Who knows?
Half-Dan white shirt with Sigurd's snake in the eye and Ragnar the well-dressed.
Ragnar the fancy. Who knows? Perhaps. The ones that I would always expect to be actually on fleek were Egyptian generals because they were noblemen, and those were vain men. Oh my god. Did they care about their, physical appearance? And you know what? We stand. We're good with that.
That's the oldest Egyptian cultural tradition that you can identify is that they're buried with their makeup palettes. Like
Yes.
the most important thing in the world to them was the eye makeup. Like that's all literally before Egyptian history was even history. They were every Egyptian wanted to make sure that they were buried with their makeup done.
Listen, a good cat eye. Perfect, fantastic. Like a good, the trick of making like a horizontal line outside of your eyes so your eyes look bigger from afar. Perfect. It's the oldest trick in the book, right? That's like stage theater makeup, so your eye looks bigger. And allegedly, I don't know if that's right, but Cole might have been protecting people's eyes from from bugs, especially those fucking annoying tiny desert flies called nimiti that bite the softest part of your flesh. So they bite inside your eyes, they bite inside your ears. But Cole allegedly has properties that keep those away. Yeah, gotta look good for the afterlife. And Egyptian nobles were like real life anime characters. Yes. Yeah. Cat girls. Yeah, I can see that. Protecting people's eyes from bad looks. Yes. Also that. You gotta look good. You gotta slay. In every sense. Speaking of which,
yes.
Is there general? Okay, one of the generals is gone.
Yeah,
okay.
The other one, he's just been hanging out here. He's been doing nothing to help. Like,
what kind of?
You get very bad leadership, honestly.
Honestly.
So let's shoot him with hard words about it. I think that'll fix it.
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
rain, which is not what we want because it's harder to light them on fire when it's raining.
It's also gonna get pretty muddy if it rains. But then again, we are not the ones with chariots.
Yeah. Stick them like boar.
Okay,
See
Pisani,
javelins!
which is not Pisani, but
Javelins
you know,
away!
Alright.
we would hate.
They've run away.
Okay. Oh, good. Are they done trying to resist? I
I
mean,
believe so. This is, I think, the last of Kisutani.
I want to hope. Look at our first unit of axes. 149 kills.
Yeah.
Beastly. Love them. Love them.
2,000 feels pretty nice, and we get camp laborers.
Oh, so enslaved people.
to
Okay.
tell them.
Yeah.
Oh, so that works. Yeah,
Build-
right?
To build up our encampment.
Oh, yeah. Ambition fulfilled.
Let's rest. and
Yeah,
have
tribal
fun.
assembly. Yeah, see, these are the things that we can build, which tells us that there are people that follow us
Yeah.
during our march.
Do you want archers or spearmen, or do we just want one of these sort of the ancillary bonuses?
I mean,
I think we need more recruitment options.
yeah,
Because
yeah. We need more people. Spears?
This is the Nurhaji line, I think. Oh, I see. So you have two different traditions. You have the kind of the
Yeah.
Sheridan and the Nurhage units,
Yes.
and then some archer types. But
Yeah, we don't really need the archer types, but like the Nuragi warriors, we could use some more spears. Yeah,
that, and
I'm
then
good with that.
also, let's upgrade
Yes.
our shrine to Isul.
Which should be Uzil. Those are some really weird choices.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're working towards 666, I think.
Let's see the. Well, that's the food one, and
Unless-
I like the upkeep version, but they are both good. Oh, this one also hits land. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to go on the
Yeah.
warm one. Let's try that. Try for that.
Yeah.
Prudent Taskmaster. Oh, okay.
With
yeah,
a whip.
We got
We got fishing nets.
Rated
Yes,
income
let's go.
increase.
We got a midwife. Important. You know, it's important. We need someone who knows. Yeah, the archer types culture exactly. What do you guys do? We just shoot arrows. Yeah, that's our whole shtick. Oh, that's a big army. Are they gonna resettle?
Yeah,
Shemsuhor number 2. Okay, we can choose a tradition then.
yes. So
Right? Oh, let's go!
There are 3 paths now. So you can do Egypt or Hatti, but that requires us to like own land, which is not really our deal.
We don't want to own land, so we're going to forge.
Yes. So there's a Path of the Sea Peoples, which is really interesting. It's the one about like creating a new home for yourself, and so you have a lot of options, and you kind of play with it over the course of the game based on what you build as to how you're creating your new society. Or you just burn everything.
I
That's what
mean,
we're going to do.
look at this. Okay, so you can gather eminence points to increase your power. Excellent.
You can bribe units with promises of glory, subjugate and raise whole cities by rallying the natives to your banner,
Ooh.
frighten enemy forces off, and raise and exterminate to gain extra resources.
Yes. This is a lot of fun. Let's go. Okay. Domination. Ooh.
Oh, and then it gives you an army from it. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Display
Display
of
of
power.
power.
Is frighten.
Raise and exterminate. Well.
Yeah, and then promises of glory is you can bribe up to 4 units.
You can bribe up to
And then
25%.
afterwards, you can permanently recruit them into any of your armies by paying their base recruitment costs.
That's a
Interesting.
bargain.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right.
That's a bargain.
That.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's do we get new gods?
So we do not have.
Why is there
we have
that?
not, so this is because we have technically unlocked some of the Hittite
Oh.
gods.
Yeah. Oh, because we haven't looked at Larum probably. Like we haven't looked at all of them probably. Yeah. Nope. I don't even know. Whatever.
Oh no! Oh right, it's because we have the new tier, and we can devote
right.
a general who I think the game is telling us we need to devote Iolaos.
I mean, yeah, he's also our only general.
Give me sanction to destroy.
Clearly.
So now he gets plus 10% melee attack and 5% melee damage for infantry in the army.
And speed.
The world is good.
Not bad.
I suppose.
Not bad. Okay.
So let's I think.
Eyes open always.
The big question now is, what is our next target? And
right, because there's a big army on our asses and we don't want to fight them. But they left the whole city up there.
History will remember me.
The thing with this army is that it's very bad.
It's mostly militia, but we don't really care about that. But sacking another city.
Yeah.
How big is Tarsus? And how well defended is Tarsus?
Well, Tarsus is empty.
Oh.
We wiped them out.
Okay, that's good.
What I want to do actually is see if we can target any cult centers, because
Ugarit.
Yes, because there's this sort of Pillars of Civilization thing, and we get bonuses when things get worse.
Oh please! Oh
so,
please! We need to find
a like plus 30% charge bonus, plus 25% resources from raising.
Let's go. I mean, Ugarit clearly is a cult center, right?
Yes.
Right? So, and they hate us already.
Oh, right, they're right down here. Yeah, okay, we can definitely reach down there.
That's, yeah, Alala is on the way, and then Ugarit proper is more down.
Isul guides us.
Let's see something. How much movement does it take to adopt encampment? Okay, it's like 25%.
Nah.
Onwards.
I want to
forever.
recruit a little, I want to see how high we can get our recruitment up to. So,
always ahead.
Yeah.
Time for drums and wine.
Okay. Ooh.
Those are our Naraji warriors. They'd like to get
all soldiers.
They're good. They're good.
We can actually get another
yeah.
One of these guys.
You will get your fill
yeah,
with
you know
me.
what? Just in case.
We do not have any of his stone, which means we have no building ability. So,
but we can recruit at least, so that's good. That's not bad. And then we can.
That's what systematically disassembling a city is for.
Very true. Very true. Very organized, A very organized disassembly. A controlled demolition, if you will. Ooh. Ugarit, what are you doing? You got trash. Those are all trash units.
This area, okay, interesting. So this is a slightly better army, and this army is like actively terrible. But let's see our battle map, because I think since we're okay.
Whoa.
We are fighting from our camp, which puts us in a very fun position.
We have the high ground. Oh my god. I have to say, I had no idea what to expect with this kind of campaign, and now I dig it so much. Now I really, really like it.
Yes.
The loyalty to gold. Oof.
Yes, those fake quotes are they're interesting.
Let us do some death, boys.
But ooh, look at our camp. Okay, that's a very organized camp.
Yeah, they're I don't know. I believe that they keep at least our own affairs in order. So yeah, they're coming from this way. Putting these guys in their porcupine formation should pretty much render that impenetrable.
Swordsman!
And then everywhere else, what I want to do, we're gonna set up the swordsmen.
Our race will
The swordsmen are
triumph on
actually
this
not
day.
going to hold their positions.
Axeman!
I want them to deliberately give ground.
Swordsman!
So then we smash them with the
And
axes.
then charge them. Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
With units that we're keeping inside of the camp, away from enemy archers and the like. And of course we have our own sort of slate of archers
Easily done.
and harpooners to throw around.
Blood in battle.
You would not believe it. I just got an email from like one of the many, listservs about antiquity, which is about the origin of the Etruscans, and I should literally answer and be like, sorry, the Etruscans were the sea people all along.
Yeah, we already figured
Haven't
it
you
out.
played? Haven't you played this game? Like, you should know, and you should know better. Okay, what is their symbol? Out of curiosity. Out of absolute curiosity. That's an Egyptian crown.
Yeah,
that's
a
Osiris'
Peshant.
crown.
Yeah, that's a Peshant with like these 3 spheres. over
With
it.
balls. Somehow, I don't think Ugarit would have used that as
For
their...
the sea gods!
Didn't they have like their own god? One sec.
Move forward!
Temple.
Moving right along.
Yeah, they had Baal.
Move forward!
Like, well, oh, maybe Baal with that crown.
Stop marching!
Maybe kind of makes sense.
Bows! Fire! Give the light!
Yes, hello, come in.
March onward! Move forward!
Yeah, no, we're totally not trying to lure you in to smash you with our... Nope, that's not what we're doing. No. Absolutely not.
I'll strangle you!
They really went in. They really thought they were doing something there. They really did. No, sir.
The sea unites us!
They tried. There is some fire, which we love to see. Oh, they got fire arrows. Good to know. Except that we are not settled for shit. So you can burn our tents, we don't care.
Yeah, it is, to be fair, a cloth tent. Like, the cost
Yeah,
of making
I
a
mean,
cloth
yeah.
tent is 1 more portion of cloth tent.
Right? I mean, and we are manly men. We can sleep under the stars. We don't care. I mean, unless it's winter in Turkey, in which case it's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, you know, look at that melee. Oh my god. That's a thick battle. They really look Levantine. They really look Levantine though. Look at their... Yeah.
Fight for glory!
But, you know, it is Uber.
March onward!
Oh yeah, look at them. They're not happy.
Oh yeah.
Their shields are broken by the harpoons. She also sent out.
Our famous
Spears
harpoons.
ready!
You know.
Yeah, what a they really came up with some fun unit concepts. Like, yeah, this is like we brought the fishermen along and they're gonna help. Sure, you know, why not?
Yeah.
Reminds me of, I think it was medieval Total War. Poland had a unit that it was just like lumberjacks. Like it was clearly just like guys who cut down trees for a living being conscripted.
It was a lot of the units of the Britons in Rome Total War 2. They had pants and axes. They had like tartan pants, like flannel pants and axes. Like, is this a unit of lesbians? Is this a unit of lumberjack? We'll never know. We'll never know. It's possible that it's both.
Yeah, I guess you gotta, you know.
Yeah. Oh, look at our porcupine.
Yep. Look at that. They are.
Oh.
These guys are just going to.
Oh. I love them. I love them.
And eat the entire army's worth of slingshots.
Holy shit. Holy shit. They're fantastic. They're fantastic. Wow, they're really being pummeled there.
Yep.
Dang.
Swordsman! I'll strangle you!
Yeah, their archers are not doing too good, especially now that our swordsmen are coming out. That's a lot.
Warriors, march!
Oh, look at their morale. It's so bad.
Oh, well, yeah, they've been using all of their stuff against a porcupine and to no effect.
Waves and storms!
Like, our men really sat down and were like, I don't know her, and just sat with their shields there. Fantastic, incredible. They're really demoralized. To be fair, this was mostly militia, so maybe conscripts, like not professional soldiers, right?
Yeah, they did not.
Yeah,
they certainly do not want to be here.
Yeah. I mean, we also didn't want them to be here.
This is not a professional.
Yeah.
Move fast and break!
No.
These are just guys that they found and gave a stick.
God!
Yeah, they're just guys that they found on the streets. These are not professionals.
Are these the Canaanite recruits, basically? I wonder if they're the Hopper
Yeah.
militia over there.
Get away now!
The
Meet your
local
maker!
nomads getting conscripted, but it is
No, it's
Not
they're like the
the
peasants.
Yeah, these are urban peasants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is the contrast?
Yeah, it's really cool. They really are not protected. I like that they have the hair like the Egyptians portrayed the Levantines.
Yeah.
With like long beards, this long hair with the headbands.
Axeman!
They really put a lot of work into getting the headgear right.
Yes.
The have the little feather caps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the facial hair too. Oh, one of them died. One of them was eaten. One of our guys is just jumping up and down. I mean, we love to see it.
Warriors advance!
It's a really funny animation. Like when the enemies
Yeah.
are
Oh,
I just get excited.
they're running. They're like, nope. Nope.
Axeman!
Oh, we're fighting Hammurabi.
Oh, Hammurabi himself.
Hammurabi, yeah.
Hammurabi. It's the cousin, the lesser known cousin of Hammurabi. Yeah, they nah.
This is actually, for those of you who are like really into completely asinine academic disputes, there is a huge debate over whether the name of the famous, quote, lawgiver king of Babylon was Hammurabi or Hammurabi, because they would have been written the same
Better
way.
than everyone!
And it like ties into a whole bunch of questions about like Amorite identity and pronunciation of Akkadian words by people who may or may not have been native speakers of Akkadian. But also,
Swordsman!
you cannot tell this from the writing, and
On our way!
it gets into be a very messy question.
It's also like a very little difference because
Yes.
labial consonants. It's the same physical movement that you make with your tongue and your lips. So
Well, that's why that's why it's written the same, because the B2 or the B sign in
I am
Akkadian
the
is
one.
the same as the P2 sign, which is
Swordsman!
pronounced also P. So just read it whatever way you want.
Yeah.
There is a debate around it for people who want to lose their
But, like, do
power,
we-
like, reading the
No
article.
one
So
can break us!
do we think that they were like interchangeable? Like in terms of sounds?
No, they were not.
Or the light.
They wouldn't have been
Axeman!
interchangeable. It's a question
I will
of which
strangle
one you
you.
would use. To which my answer, I don't know that it's reconstructible, particularly from what we have.
I mean, considering that for Egyptian, like several vowels are like the A sound is never noted, so we're kind of adding it more or less. And I am not surprised.
Well, ma, the word that was pronounced probably something a little closer to me, ma. But you know, that doesn't stop Egyptologists using the standard Egyptological pronunciation. So we're just not used to it.
Yeah. No, it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. But I do. Oh, I see some units are running away. We've won. Jesus.
Yeah. This game really is a very quality over quantity game. Which, heroic victory. Revel in your might and bask in your fleeting glory.
I mean, we lost 200 people and they lost almost 1,000.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, poor Hammurabi. Thanks, Solvex. I don't know. I can't hear the game audio, but ouch. We could take them on.
Yeah, I do want to get the replenishment of the labor growth so that we get the.
Yeah.
Feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, they running. Goodbye.
My
Marion
brother,
was
this
destroyed. That's sad.
beckons me to him.
We got a shield.
Yep. Let's see. Is it better than what we currently have? It's a medium shield
Yeah.
versus a large shield. The large shield gives us better resistance versus missiles, so I don't think we can mess with that.
That's fair.
But we get our false attack thing is unlocked now.
Nice.
That.
Nice.
Skills. And then I
Isul,
always like
with
this
your
to
blessing.
finish off an
Yeah.
army.
Yeah. I agree.
We don't
Ooh.
need to. We don't need to.
We don't need to turn that. No, we can just steal shit from them. I'm fine with that. We are our own hype guy.
Who else?
And on
Ah, now
My
we're
rabble will
talking.
kill yours.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Oh, that gives ancillaries at rank
Ooh,
6.
let's go.
So that
Yoleos,
should give us
brother
very
to the
good.
sun.
We can
Yeah.
use auto-resolve
Yes.
this.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, he thought he was doing something. Well,
We don't
none
have
of them
points to
remain.
Raise and exterminate, but we can just regular raise it and get
Yeah.
our level 6 ancillary.
Yeah. It works for us.
Isul, I hear you.
Exactly.
What is our new ancillary that we have?
Ooh. Large leather
Standard
bag
of-
or
Standard of Yamha.
Standard of Yamha. Yes.
We have actually, okay, it'll probably show up in our notifications what we got. Yeah, Standard of Yamhad, sulfur-tipped arrowheads, an Egyptian short sword,
Ooh, a short
wooden
sword.
shield, which looks like it
See if it's
is.
better than a sword.
Yeah. So our current sword, and then the Egyptian short. So this is like melee damage, but only armor piercing. This is just straight up melee damage with.
Yeah,
melee
I like
attack
that.
For that.
Yeah.
The wooden shield is just better though.
Yes.
Does anyone else like fire?
We don't have, but we got
what a
one more
great
point.
coastline. Does anybody else like fire? So we haven't done upgrading yet. This army doesn't need the fishing nets. The standard of Yamhad is movement at sea, which we haven't moved there yet.
But a keep and construction
Upkeep for
post.
native Fenku and Yamhad units, which we haven't built any. This is a good one to keep in our back pocket for when we can recruit some of those.
Yeah.
This is construction, but I don't think it qualifies for.
No, I don't think
construction
it
of
would
camp
qualify
stuff.
for us.
But
Yeah.
the sulfur-tipped arrowheads,
Yes.
increasing bodyguard armor-piercing missile damage. I don't know if we get
Yes.
any, but let's take that.
Yeah.
These are all good. They're all kind of for different things than what we're doing. And then large leather bag increases our ammunition by 25%, which is pretty.
That
good,
I
actually.
can. Yeah.
Let's
So let's try
do
the
bad
arrowhead.
things together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do bad things together. Statement. But now
Statement, exactly. We're not asking, we're just doing.
So we now have our
Ooh.
resources to build once again. So tribal council that might be an option. I don't know quite how I feel about it, but it would get us access to which one did you give us? Just the Sheridan Warband.
Sheridan Warband.
Which is just top tier infantry.
Yeah. We're not there yet.
That's our
We're not there quite yet.
That's our rating income thing. We could up our idle level. Get more. Ooh, okay. I kind of like just increasing our bonuses with the
Witness
Marauder
me.
heads at this point.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause
Yeah.
getting more loot is pretty.
Let's
running
rest
on
and
a
have fun.
loot-based economy.
We will
Economy,
do
what
whatever
economy?
we
In this economy?
And then just a couple more units of loot filling out our roster.
You will get your fill with me. All soldiers.
Yeah, and I mean
all mine.
we should absolutely conquer Dugarit while we're at
Yeah,
it.
well,
you can
while
see
we're
it.
down
Yep.
here, It is
Oh, yeah.
stated that we just
Follow
wrote
me
over
to the
it, but
end.
I don't want to undo the turn. Royal decree.
Yes.
Let's see. Ambush defense. We don't really need ambush chance.
Ambush chance.
Melee defense and morale. is
Yes,
pretty good.
yes.
Just having our units be better.
Yeah. Absolutely. Then we can think about the others. But yeah, no, that's a good choice. And to be fair, getting more resources at this point is the best choice because we really need to just maintain this army as best as we can. Ooh, civil war.
Peace is a delicate balance.
Hittite civil war.
Those big conical prince hats, which are
Yep.
just great.
But when brothers
The
turn
one
against each
singular
other,
horn, and the pointy shoes.
The shoes is.
virtues are abandoned.
Virtues are abandoned. Well, yeah. And he's a rhinoceros.
And bloodshed
Bloodshed is inevitable. Yeah, we've shown you that. For like the best part of the last 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yes.
And
Well,
we
yeah.
got
Ooh, a
Priest
priest
of
of Izul. Yes, let's go.
Oh, okay. This one is
Ooh.
interesting. So, looking at it, there's... If we can cause it to enter Crisis, we get a bunch of extra soldiers and special recruitment.
How far are we going from Crisis, though?
Oh, it's not going to let me see, but destroying Ugarit will help.
Although, what does the priest give us?
The priest gives us plus 10% morale for an army, and it is a unique item.
And 1 victory point. So, same victory points.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, we do. I mean, our point, like the whole point of this is Crisis after all.
Yeah. I kind of noticed there anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. The forecast, because we get it to 479. Okay. So. There are a bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch of cult centers that are relatively high level at the start that we're going
A
to
flame in the flesh.
Go just destroy everything.
Eyes
Well, one is
open
Ugarit,
always.
and I think
Yep.
Ashkelon is also around there.
So you can actually see if you. Oh no, it won't just give us all of them if we zoom out, unfortunately. But yeah, there are going to be several around here.
Fanning
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flames.
the Levant is full. I mean, if we wanted to go
Where now,
inwards,
cowards?
also that. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, we don't need
Our
to turn.
eminence. Okay, we're only at 50. We want to try and get it higher up so we can really get some high quality stuff bribed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right, because we control this, so we can put in our.
Yeah,
RIP.
sure. Yeah. Well, I like that.
Let's see what it does. And now the Egypt Civil War. I'm gonna skip it.
The Egyptian Civil War.
This is the same.
Oh.
cutscene.
Just with different clothes. But yeah, so we are causing the fall of civilization. I mean, we know. We know.
That's a lot of gold. But Ugarit makes gold, so we're going to get more.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need it. Sorry. We don't need y'all.
I'm assuming. So we can
Blood
quickly
and ashes.
take out this extra army that they have.
Yeah, which is... Oh! Oh! Yeah.
More spoils.
Raise it, because we
Burn
need
first,
terror. Yeah, let's
questions
go.
later.
Turn first, question.
Let me in,
Another
friends.
iconic-
Oh, shit.
Okay, no.
Oh my
his
God.
line is, quote, "Let me in, friends," which is just
Sir,
so
sir.
much.
But can we bribe people here, is the
Yeah,
thing.
let's try that. So let's Promises of Glory.
Oh, let's get their best armies. Let's
So
burst
they
units,
have
right?
these let's see. What could we get for what we have? I think probably we can take one of their veteran Canaanite shield bearers, or we can take two
Yeah.
of their units that are bad, or one of these
A really
new,
good
like,
one.
Tier 4 units.
Yeah, I'd rather. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So look at how much the balance has changed already.
yeah, and now it's just waiting for our siege towers to be built.
Exactly. Ooh. Ooh, can we buy
Ready to
more?
give in?
We still had the thing.
Excitement ahead.
Oh, it's okay. Bribe, and I mean bribe.
Oh, we cannot bribe anymore because we have
Just a matter of time.
That's 50 out of our 65. It said, and nothing's worth 50.
Okay.
so-
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I will burn everything you love.
Sure, Amoro, help out.
Sure,
your friends.
Amoro. I mean, you're next.
Yeah. No, what?
No.
Why?
I don't think so. No, we are
Blades
at your
and
doors and we're
torches
going to
ready.
conquer everything and kill everyone.
Okay, so let's
Worry not.
one more turn's worth, I think, and then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you have to do it on that turn. I see how that works. Okay.
Prosperity? Well, why not?
Bold of you to assume I love anything. Yeah, exactly.
The Greek geometric pottery enjoyers in the chat may be pleasantly impressed by Iolaos' shield. See the little, that
A figure of 8 shield.
There they are.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got some fancy frescoes with the figure of 8. Yeah.
Bribe our friend, help us.
Nice.
And then
Excellent.
I think this is going to be probably
Yes.
point to end it is with the destruction of Uberit.
As you know, as it was foretold.
Yeah, the art imitating life. The first sign of the collapse is that Uberit just gets completely wiped out.
Steamrolled. Okay, let's look at this city. Yo. Oh, wow. Okay.
This is a really cool
Okay.
design. It's a little odd to me that the Uberit map is not a harbor.
That was my question. Wasn't it like a famous harbor?
Yeah, that's like you can actually build in Uberit. There's they have those unique buildings. And
There's the White
Uberit-
Harbor.
Yes, you can build the famous harbor of Uberit, but the map itself is not. That being said, amazing, like so
Incredible.
beautiful. Like the palace
Incredible.
complex that you get here. No, this is the temple, and this is the palace, right?
Yeah. Bronze Age realness. We love to see it.
Yes,
We
I-
love to see it.
I have a friend who does a lot of work on Bronze Age
No wall
palaces
can
there.
stop us!
There's such a cool topic. I think
Truly.
for helping us out, these guys get to be first over the wall.
Yes, I agree.
It's only fair.
I agree. I mean, we
Warriors of the
bribed
Knights.
them.
We're invincible!
We don't want the axemen doing the climbing up the walls.
Get the tower!
We need worse units to be the initial ones.
Get those ladders! Swordsmen!
We're here,
They
Yeah,
can
that's
keep us out!
in this area, and we're just gonna push forward.
Reach sharp! Crowded block! Moloch, take you!
Okay.
No one can break us!
That
What kind of driving license do you need to drive a siege tower? That's a good question.
Yeah, I think the answer is no driving license will prevent the cops from pulling you over if you push a siege tower down like the interstate.
That's why we don't like cops here.
Yes.
We have the constitutional right to drive a siege tower on the interstate. And a battering ram if you want. The combat driving license. That's fair. That's fair. I was thinking like maybe a truck, but
The real CDL. Forget a commercial driver's
Gain
license.
a knife!
Combat driver's license.
exactly. It's a Helepolis driver's license. It's okay. We can, you know, although they're not called Helepolis at this point yet. They're just siege towers. Helepolis are Hellenistic. The saddest thing about like Hellenistic siege engines and cities trying to prevent them from working, in the site where I work in the summer, Selinunte, so they were sacked once in 409 BC by the Carthaginians. Then the city was resettled, and during the Second Punic War, so in the 250s, they rebuilt the whole city walls to make them untakeable by siege engines. And then they never got to try those walls because they just left. Everyone left to Lilibeum. And so they never got to try their new walls. It's like, it's so sad. They look very effective, but they never got to try them. It's just, it's bad. So much effort, and then, yikes. But then again, they were, they loved the Phoenicians too much, so we don't stand. Also, yes, it's okay. I have a permit here. It says I can do what I want. Like that's what you do when you're driving. When you're driving a siege engine.
Yeah, I can see Ron Swanson doing that through some convoluted chain of events, I'm sure.
I can see Ron Swanson as a siege person, as a war chief.
Yeah.
He has the right attitude. Like, I really see that.
I always
Oh.
model and game doesn't have any facial hair.
Boo. Boo. We need the rugged exterior.
Yeah, that's gonna be the mod. It's just giving him stubble. No
Were
other-
Bronze Age walls really this thick? Yes. Bronze Age walls were renownedly thick.
Oh yeah, well because a lot of them were made of mud brick. And the thing about Mud Brick is you can just kind of like poke your way through it with a stick if you hit it hard enough. So you have to make it like redundantly thick to make that much harder. I don't know, if you want a really good example, look at the walls of Buhen. They're earlier than this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're absurdly thick. Like,
Move forward.
multiple layers deep, like 10 meters wide or something like that, with like towers, a moat, like a flanking ramp, so they're harder to attach anything to or poke down or climb. The Egyptian Middle Kingdom fortresses are amazing. The amount of work that went into rendering them impenetrable.
We stand strong.
Yeah, the only thing that defeated that fortress was the Nile itself.
Yes.
I also had 3-day permit to transport medical and radiative objects because I picked up my friend's cat after isotope therapy for cat cancer. Oh, that's sad. Is the cat okay though? Was the cat okay though? A radioactive cat. Oh, baby. We are sensitive to cats here, and animals in general, but cats usually. So we hope that, yeah, cats especially. So we hope that next time the Great King himself will join us again. And now that Briana cannot hear us, we will all conspire to make it so that she keeps him. Good, good. The cats lived several years after. That's great. That's good. That's what we like to know. Did the Hittites have cats?
Well, yes, almost certainly, because there's a land race of cats native to Anatolia. And so it's almost, I imagine they must have been there during the Bronze Age. I mean, you know,
Yes.
Like the Turkish van cat is what I'm thinking of specifically. For those of you who know the like couple of cat breeds that actually exist and are not made up by the Cat Fanciers Association around the turn of the previous century. They're very cute. They're very fluffy, well adapted to the mountain climates around Lake Van.
Well, let me look them up. Let's look up these kitties.
Face the fury.
What if I write Hittite cats?
Hey, if nobody's done it, somebody needs to.
Right?
The forest could hide anything.
The friends with paws of the Mediterranean. Oh. I love them. Cats in the footsteps of civilization. Oh.
Waves and swords.
So the Hittite dictionary is telling me that the word for cat means leopard. No, it surely means cat.
Send them arrows.
I don't know, maybe the Hittites had a really high opinion of their cats.
Swordsman.
And they're like, every cat.
Look at my leopard, and then it's just like a normal house cat.
It's a kitty kitty. They're like, look at my leopard. It's small. It's still a leopard. Still the same concept.
Yeah. Turns out tier
Warriors of Canaan.
Tier 2 Canaanite units.
Well, ooh, thank goodness we convinced some of them to come to our side.
Yes. That is a very cool mechanic, actually. Because that really is one of the mechanisms that people have talked about for, like, why the sea people were as effective as they were. It's because when your government starts to fail to an invader of some kind, or to any kind of force, you look for other opportunities. Even, you know, the other opportunity is the person you're theoretically supposed to be fighting against.
A great position.
I mean, if they pay better and you can stay alive, might as well.
Leave them.
There's not a lot of space for morals when one's life is in danger.
Exactly.
Especially since this is not like an ideological type of battle. It's like that.
It is very, very materially motivated. It is just you need food to live. And,
exactly.
We are
raiding
unstoppable.
cities get you food.
Yeah, Jacob, there is a question in the chat for you. The word Canaan comes from what language? Like, who called who Canaan?
Oh, so, okay. That is a very good question. This is probably one of those time immemorial situations where it shows up early, I mean, certainly in the New Kingdom, and I think earlier you're getting references in Egyptian to a Canaan. But I don't
Axemen!
know where that would have come
Cut
from.
and gut them!
Like,
Start marching!
I know, for example, with the region, that same region also
Retreat!
is called Amaru, and that one I do know the etymology of. It comes from the same Semitic root as West, because it's like the western part of the Semitic-speaking region, is compared with
Stone
Mesopotamia.
them!
But Canaan specifically, I don't know.
On our way!
We may know the answer, and someone could look it up and prove me wrong, but it might also be like why is Lower Nubia called Wawa, for example?
Oh, Briana would know that.
Well,
Briana would know that. Okay, so the etymology of Canaan is uncertain.
Yeah.
An early explanation derives the term from the Semitic root kana, to be low, humble, and subjugated. Some scholars have suggested that this implies an original meaning of lowlands, in contrast with Aram, which mean highlands, whereas others have suggested that it means the subjugated, as the name of Egypt's province of the Levant. An alternative suggestion put forward in 1936 derives the term from Hurrian, Kinahu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing those H's with the thing. Kinahu, probably. Purportedly referring to the color purple, so that Canaan and Phoenicia would be synonyms.
Fear nothing!
Tablets found in the Hurrian city of Nudzi appear to use the term Kinachnu as a synonym for red or purple dye. So maybe.
I don't buy
The
that
term
Hurrian
comes through
explanation.
Phoenician. I don't buy any of that.
Yeah, of the ones proposed, so
Swordsman!
yeah, it would be like
Meet your
lowland one
maker.
is the most likely answer to be true, because that is
There is no
the
hope!
distinction that remains true later.
Always strong!
Is the lowland island divide.
Reach
Like
up.
that's a big geographic
Javelins
and
down! Start
and
marching!
cultural thing.
Meet your
That's where,
maker!
when you like
Swordsman!
if you look at stuff from the
Drown
irony
in
and
blood!
the Bible, that's really the distinction
Drown
between
in
the
blood!
Israelites and the Philistines, is that the Philistines are the lowlanders and the
How
Israelites
can
are the
we
highlanders,
win?
and they have different ways of life as a result. More or less. That's oversimplifying, but that's what I would buy as most likely, but you could never kind of, in my mind, discount the possibility
Move forward!
that a place name is just it's been called that for a long time, so that's what we call it.
Yeah.
There's no good explanation.
Yeah. Like if maybe back then originally had a meaning and then the meaning got lost. It happens. It happens. Let me check one thing.
See you, Nike!
Ooh.
Speaking of fun etymology, so this is
Lighting
something I have heard. I am not a Mayanist, and I heard this from the internet, not Mayanists. So I don't know whether it's true. But I like to believe that it is true in the absence of other evidence, because it is
Spearman!
not unheard of in other places, and I think it is really
Winds
interesting.
guide us!
And therefore, I'd like
For
to
the
believe
sea gods!
the word Yucatan, like that peninsula in what is now like southern Mexico and
March
Malays, like
onwards!
that region. One proposed etymology that I have seen
Raider!
is that it
Champion!
comes from
Victor!
Quiche, Mayan, one of the Mayan dialects, from a
Lightning
phrase
spears!
that sounded very similar to Yucatan, that basically means I can't understand you. As in,
I would not be surprised.
Spanish landed, we're like, what is this place called in Spanish? And then the Mayans were like, what?
The
And they're
fuck?
like- and
Yeah.
they're like, oh yeah, the what peninsula?
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
what place? Yeah. So the chat is asking if the people from Canaan would call themselves Canaan or was it an exonym? My best guess would be that they would use their ethnic or city name.
Yeah, like
Because it's not a unified place.
yeah, Canaan would be like a big whole region, but they would call themselves like Beit Beit Damashi. They would be, Beit whatever is likely the name of what they were calling themselves, because
Swordsman!
ethnic names in the Bronze Age among West Semites tended to be Beit, meaning house of so and so, usually like a tribal designation named after like the founder of the house.
Which is basically an ethnonym.
Yeah.
God save us!
Yeah. Also, fun fact, we also don't know where the etymology from Italy comes from, so...
Oh,
I checked that. I was like, yeah, we don't know. Maybe it comes from Oscan, and it's like it has to do with like cattle, but it's unclear. So we don't know. We have no idea. Like probably there was like a w or v sound in front of it, which makes sense because you know those pesky gammas, they fall. So it would have been like Wheatalus, or like Wheatalus or something of the sort, meaning like which is a cognate of the Latin Vitellus, which is a young ox. But you know, nice decisive victory, and see sanctified cattle herd. Also, yes, Saudi Arabia does that, like the Arabs of Saud. Yes, it is an acronym. This guy died pretty dramatically.
Yes.
That's good. Whoa.
Or stuff,
Okay.
Eminence, for defeating them.
We got
And
gold.
then we can raise
Well.
the grit and look at the spoil. That is pretty good. And
Let's go.
2,025
2,000 gold.
That will keep us going.
Yes.
For a while.
Easy to tell
Wow.
down.
Okay.
My
And we destroyed the
brother will be
faction.
proud.
Yep.
We gained the tracker.
And it's not gonna just immediately give us the
But
forecast, the chain.
but
that should drop us-
civilization.
Yeah, it should drop us
Yeah.
30 civilization points down to 500, which means we basically only
Excellent.
My
need
brother,
to,
the
to
sun,
burn down one more
beckons
spot.
me to him.
Well, you know,
Pretty good deal.
we got some more. We got Kadesh. Ooh, that would be cool.
Yeah,
We got what's in there? Not Ashkelon. Yeah, Ashkelon is around, right?
Ashkelon is gonna be down here, like.
Yeah.
all the
Which
way.
one is the other cult center up there? The closest cult center that we
Amar.
have.
That is gonna be right.
Amar. Oh.
Because yeah, if we, I kind of like the idea of burning that one down because
Yeah.
Kadesh will also give us a huge amount of bronze.
Oh yeah. Oh
which
yeah.
I'm very happy with.
My brother
Oh,
watches.
Very pleased with this.
And then we can we have acquired a whole bunch of building resources, and I kind of want to let's see, I'm gonna upgrade our camp. Yeah, let's upgrade our ratings. to
Ravagers.
Time for
yeah.
drums
Yeah.
and wine.
Always up for that. And then we can upgrade
Yoleos.
arrows,
Skills.
Brother to the sun.
Yeah.
and then we can end our turn, and that will auto save. And I think that is where we will stop. Is at the start of the next turn.
Excellent.
Ready
Excellent.
To, ready to destroy yet more perfectly nice cities. No.
Ready to rage. Absolutely not, Sumalat City. Excellent. Excellent. So let's see what happens at the beginning of next turn, and then we will call it.
Yep, Shemsu
Oh, it's
Horn.
Shemsu
We don't
Hor.
do court things. Doesn't matter.
We don't do
to
court
us.
things. We don't have a court. We don't like civilization. Okay.
Yep.
Eyes open always.
So, this is a great place to stop. This was a doozy. I like it so much.
Prosperity.
This
Well,
was great.
Why not?
Thank you, chat, for being here. That was a great conversation, great general conversation all around. Good questions. We will be back in 2 weeks, right? Am I correct?
Yes, in 2 weeks.
Are we skipping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
in
it-
2 weeks we will be back.
It is my spring break. I'm traveling, so.
Oh no,
Well,
that
I'm
works. Don't
traveling
worry
home.
about
I'm
that.
not that exciting, but I'm going to be somewhere else.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's fine. So we will be back in 2 weeks with more destruction, less civilization, more glory, more raids. In the meantime, the Friday streams will continue as scheduled, so don't worry about that. And yeah, we will be back. We will be back with Iolaus and the Sea People in 2 weeks. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Jacob, for coming back. This was incredible, as always. And we will have the great King of Cats with us as well.
Excellent. All right.